Hello friends, welcome back to Webronaq. In today's video, we are going to learn about bitwise operators in C programming. Now, these operators might sound a little advanced, but don't worry, I'll break everything down in the simplest way possible. Bitwise operators work directly on the binary form of numbers, meaning the zeros and ones that the computer actually understands. So let's jump right into the code and see how they work. Alright, take a look at the screen. We have a C program that demonstrates bitwise operators step by step. Let me walk you through each line. At the top, we have hashtag include stdio.h, which loads the input-output library so we can print messages on the screen. Then we have int main, where our program begins. Now, look at this comment right after the main function. It says, we use unsigned integers to make binary visualization easier. Let me quickly explain what that means. An unsigned integer is a whole number that can only be positive or zero. It cannot be negative. We use unsigned integers here because they make the binary representation cleaner and easier to understand. Next, we have two variables, unsigned int a equals 5 and unsigned int b equals 9. Look at the comments next to them. The number 5 in binary is 00000101, and the number 9 in binary is 00011001. Binary is just a way of writing numbers using only zeros and ones, which is the language computers speak internally. We'll use these binary forms when comparing bits. Then we have int result, which is just an empty box where we will store the results of our bitwise operations. Now look at the printf lines. The first few lines simply print a heading called bitwise operator demo, followed by a line of dashes for decoration, and then they show the values of a and b along with their binary forms on the screen. Nothing complicated here, it's just for display purposes.
Now let's move to the actual bitwise operations. Pay close attention here, because this is where things get interesting. The first one is the bitwise AND operator, written as a single ampersand. Read the comment above. Result is 1 only if both bits are 1. Let me explain how this works. The AND operator compares each bit of the two numbers one by one. If both bits at the same position are 1, the result bit is 1. Otherwise, it's 0. So for our example, A is 00000101, and B is 00001001. When we compare them bit by bit, at each position we check if both are 1. The only position where both have a 1 is the very last bit, so the result comes out to be 00000001, which is 1 in decimal. That's why the expected output shows 0001. Pretty simple once you see it visually, right? Now, look at the next operator, the bitwise OR, written as a single pipe symbol. The comment says, result is 1 if at least one bit is 1. So unlike AND, the OR operator is more relaxed. If either one of the bits is 1 at a position, the result bit becomes 1. It only gives 0 when both bits are 0. Let's apply this to our numbers. A is 00000101, and B is 00001001. Comparing each bit, at every position where at least one number has a 1, we put a 1 in the result. So the output becomes 00001101, which is why the expected value shows 1101. So far, we've covered bitwise AND and bitwise OR. These two compare bits between two numbers and give different results based on their own rules. Now let's scroll down and see the rest of the bitwise operators in the next part of the code. All right, now let's continue with the remaining bitwise operators in this program. We've already covered AND and OR, so now let's look at 4 more: XOR, NOT, left shift, and right shift. First, look at the bitwise XOR operator, written as a caret symbol, C. Read the comment. Result is 1 if bits are different. So XOR is kind of the opposite of AND in a way. It compares each bit of the two numbers, and if the bits at a position are different, the result is 1. If they are the same, the result is 0. Let's apply this to our values. Remember, A is 00000101, and B is 00001001. Comparing each bit, wherever the bits are different, we put a 1, and wherever they match, we put a 0. The final result comes out to be 00001100, which is why the expected output shows 1100. Pretty neat, right? Now look at the next one, the bitwise not operator, written as a tilde symbol, tilde. The comment says flips all bits, one's complement. This operator is a little different from the others because it works on just one number, not two. What it does is simple. It flips every bit. All the ones become zeros, and all the zeros become ones. That's why the output message says inverts all bits. This is also known as one's complement in programming. Next, we have the left shift operator, written as two less than symbols, can'ts. The comment says moves bits to the left, filling with zeros. So what does that mean? Imagine you take the binary number and push all its bits to the left by one position. The empty space on the right gets filled with a zero. In our code, A can'ts 1 means shift all bits of A one position to the left. The value of A is 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1. And after shifting left by 1, it becomes 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, which is 10 in decimal. And here's a cool shortcut. Shifting a number left by 1 is the same as multiplying it by 2. That's why the comment says double the value.
And finally, we have the right shift operator, written as two greater than symbols. This is the opposite of left shift. It moves all the bits to the right by the specified number of positions. In our code, B greater than 1 means shift all bits of B one position to the right. The value of B is 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1. And after shifting right by 1, it becomes 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, which is 4 in decimal. And just like left shift doubles the value, right shift cuts the value in half. That's why the comment says halve the value. And at the very end, return 0 tells the computer that the program finished running successfully. So let's quickly recap all 6 bitwise operators we learned today. AND gives 1 only when both bits are 1. OR gives 1 when at least one bit is 1. XOR gives 1 when the bits are different. NOT flips every bit. Left shift moves bits to the left and doubles the value. And right shift moves bits to the right and halves the value. Bitwise operators are mostly used in low-level programming, like working with hardware, encryption, or optimizing performance. But understanding how they work will definitely make you a stronger programmer overall. If this video helped you finally understand bitwise operators in C, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to Webronaq for more simple, beginner-friendly coding tutorials. I'll see you in the next one.